Hello friends! Let's cook! What about if we make a delicious cake? Do you like cake? Yes, I love cake. Do you like bananas? I love bananas. Today we're going to bake a banana cake. It's super easy, very easy to make. You will need bananas, of course. We'll use eggs, cinnamon, baking powder, sugar, oil, and flour. Now it's super easy. You'll have to mix the dry ingredients into a bowl and blend in the blender. This is a blender. Here in the blender, you're going to mix the bananas, the oil, and the eggs. Okay, let's start. Oh, before we start, remember, you have to wash your hands really well before we start cooking. Okay, so let's do it. In the bowl, you'll need a cup. This is a cup to measure. So I'm going to use 2 cups of sugar. Like this. Oops, I have a big bowl here. Okay. 1 cup. And 2 cups. 2 cups of sugar. Now, what else is dry here? The oil or the flour? The flour is dry. Very good. So we're going to mix 2 cups of flour. This is flour. There you go. And if you need help, ask for an adult to help you measure. 1 and 1 more to make it 2. There you go. 2 cups of flour. We don't need the flour anymore. So here we have 2 dry ingredients, the sugar and the flour. I like to give it a mix a little bit. So you see, they're all dry. I'm going to add here the cinnamon. The cinnamon is, you put as much as you like. If you don't like, you don't put it. If you like, you put it more or less. It's depending on your taste. So I like to sprinkle a lot because I love cinnamon. And then give it a little mix again with a spoon. So you see, it's kind of a little brown. Let's see. That's okay. The other dry ingredient is the baking powder, but I'm only going to add this in the end. This is the last ingredient, okay? So I'm going to leave it here on the side. Dry ingredients, wait over here. Now, we're going to use our blender. We use this to blend many things. Juices, doughs, cakes. And now, we're going to put the wet ingredients. The liquids, the one that are liquid, and the banana, okay? To mash it all up, to blend it. Oil, we need half, not 1 cup, but half a cup, okay? 1, half. We need half a cup. So we open it, get our same cup, and put it all the way to the half. That'll be perfect. Dip it in. There you go. And now we're going to use, how many eggs do I have here? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 eggs. We break them. 1, 2, and one more is 3. Very good. 3 eggs. Let me put it to the side. So now in here we have the oil and the eggs, right? Very good. Put it all there. Oil, eggs. 3 eggs and half cup of oil. Now I'm going to use 2 ripe bananas, okay? They have to be ripe because they're sweeter and softer. And then our cake is going to taste even more delicious. So we peel it out. Take the peel off like this. Put there. I like to break it to help the blender. Those are big bananas, so I use only 2. If they were like medium or small, I could use 3 or even 4 bananas. But this one, it's a big banana, so I'm going to use 2. Okay, 2. And there you go. So here I have bananas, 2, half cup of oil, and 3 eggs. Now, oh, don't forget the tap. Okay. Clean my hands. Now let's put it in the blender and blend it. 1, 2, 3. Done. We blended. Now we're going to mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients, our flour and our sugar, with our mix, okay? One thing very important, while you're doing all this recipe, while you're making the cake, you have to turn it on the oven. You have to preheat the oven 180 degrees, okay? So turn it on the oven, call for help, call for an adult to help you to turn it on the oven so you don't get burned, okay? So now let's mix, and that'll be ready to put it in the oven. Now look at this. I like to use a spatula to help take it all out. I see some banana pieces here. That will be good for a cake. Done. Let's put it over here. And then we have to mix really well, okay? Now you have to mix it really well. To make like a very lump-free dough, okay? Maybe it's better to mix with a big spoon. Much better. With a big spoon, you can mix it well. Look how it is now, all mixed up together. See, that's how it should look. Now we have to add the last ingredient, baking powder. If you forget to put this in your cake will not grow. This is like a magic powder. It makes your cake grow and fluffy. So you have to put, in this case, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. It doesn't matter. If it falls a little bit more, that's okay. So we have a full tablespoon of baking powder. There you go. And then we just mix gently, okay? We don't beat anymore, we just mix it. Like this. There you go. Ready to put in the oven. But I cannot put it in the oven like this. I need to put it in a tin, in a baking tin, right? So let me show you my baking tin. This is the tin, the baking tin I'm going to use. Has a hole in the middle. And before we put the dough, the mixture, in the tin, we need to put some butter here so our cake don't stick to the tin. So we'll need a piece of paper and some butter. You won't need much. So you get the paper into the butter, kind of like this, and then we spread the butter all over the tin. Very carefully. This will help you to take your cake out of the tin when it's ready. You won't get stuck here. Okay? So, there you go. It all melted away, so you can hardly see it, but it's there. There you go. So now the tin is ready for the mixture, the batter. We call this the batter. The batter. Let's put it in. Smells delicious. I'll have to say, this is one of my favorite cakes. You can eat it with a glass of milk. You can eat it with a cup of coffee, if you drink coffee. And there's a lot. It's a big cake, so you can share. You can share with your friends, with your family. It could even be a birthday cake. This is our batter in the tin, ready to go to the oven. The oven should be hot by now. So, next step, put this into the oven for about 30 minutes. Then you check. If it's kind of brown on top, it's ready. And later, I'm going to tell you a secret on how to know when your cake is ready or not. Let's put it in the oven. Come with me. Now, let's put our cake into the oven. Be careful. Call somebody to help you because it's very, very hot, okay? Open the oven and go in. And now we wait 30 minutes. So, here is our banana cake. It's ready to eat. And do you know how I know that? Remember, I was going to tell you a secret. You get a toothpick and you put it inside the cake like this. When you put it out, if it's dry, it's ready. And you see the color? It's brown and the toothpick is dry. So it's ready to eat. Be careful because it's very hot. I hope you enjoy and see you next class. Bye-bye.